Oh, Farah. Mak, ni cantik ni. Kita ada carpet shop. Carpet cleaning shop. Masya Allah, sejuk. Sebenarnya sejuk ni sekarang ni. 2 degree, berapa? 3 degree. Aduh, dia baru buka kedai. Kedai baru dia buka. Habis dah.
Okey. Mana? Minaret.
Begitu tu.
Ni masjid ni. Okey, sekarang ni kita berjalan ke salah satu madrasah di Uzbekistan ni. Okey. Tu ada, kita tengok ada minaret.
Tu.
Okey, ni madrasah. Madrasah
Pagi tadi
Tapi kita masuk dia daripada depan. Ni madrasah ni. Ini madrasah yang tengah buat renovation. Madrasah ni nama dia tak nampak. Map Apad Mir Arab.
Full of about selection in English. 150,000. New edition, 2025. New edition, 2025.
Berapa tu? Berapa?
150,000 soap.
tak beli. Sama.
Ni latest
2025. 100
130, okay.
100 enough. 100 I take,
120, okay.
120.
Just 20,000 for my business.
Okay, so mari-mari.
10 more, 10 more.
Explanation.
120, it's good.
Okay.
Anna, this is new
This
one.
is, okay.
Plastic one.
100, 110, huh?
So this is the landmark of
120.
Bukhara.
120.
Dia 10,000.
Yeah, 120.
Minaret, and they will say definitely this is Bukhara. Like in Tashkent, for example, later on we go in Tashkent, this is called Bazaar. It's a dome. It's again, everyone knows this is Tashkent. Samarkand, you will see in Samarkand,
10,000.
the Registan Square, 3 madrasas in one
10.
place. It's also the landmark of Samarkand. Like this, every city they have the landmark.
10,000
And this is
baht
also
is
the
in
landmark of Bukhara, and the name of the complex is Hoi Kalan Complex, or we just call it Kalan Complex. So what is
10,000.
Kalan Complex? Kalan, if you're going to translate into English, it means big. Big complex, which consists of 3 buildings. So this is Minaret Kalan, which was built in 1127, and the heritage of UNESCO. Right, and after 2 years, it's going to be already 900 years, the original one. So then it consists of also the second one is this Mosque Kalan. They call it big mosque, Mosque Kalan, which was built in 1514, 16th century, until nowadays it is functioning mosque. It's a functioning mosque and the biggest mosque of Bukhara. Not Uzbekistan, but Bukhara, the biggest mosque. Can accommodate up to 6,000 people. And another last building is here in this complex, this madrasa. Madrasa, they call it Miri Arab Madrasa, which was built in 1535, 1536, in 16th century. Again, 16th century, 16th century, and this is 12th century. So now, one by one of these buildings. So this minaret Kalan, they call it Big Minaret, which was built in 1127, the Karahanids Empire period, and the name of the king who built it, so his name is Arslan Khan. Arslan Khan. Even we know the name of the master who built it, so his name is Usta Bako. Usta means master, Bako his name. So how we know his name? Because on top one of the bricks, so he just wrote his name, the master's name, Master Bako, in 1127. So 46.5 meters height of this minaret, on diameter on the bottom 15 meters, so on top 9 meters diameter, and it has rotonda on top, 16 window rotonda, right? So rotonda, and it has 10 different bells. Bell means it's just different decoration. If you're going to pay attention, there's different type of decoration, so this kind of decoration.
Semua lain-lain.
Yes. So, and of course, what it is. Of course, when it was built in 1127, it was built as a minaret. What is difference between minaret and tower? Of course, you know, right? Just any tower can be a minaret too, when only one thing, when it's located next to the mosque and it was used as a calling for prayer, right? That's why then we can say the minaret. Of course, this minaret, which was built in 1127, it was built next to the old mosque, because this mosque is 1514. So after 300 years after this minaret. But it means instead of this mosque before, it used to be the old mosque too, right? So, and nowadays this minaret is connected to the mosque with that bridge. You can see over there, so with that bridge. But nowadays, of course, nobody's climbing up. Before, it used to be the muezzin used to climb up and just calling for prayer. So, but from 1127, so until nowadays, it used to be, it has several functions too. For example, of course, the first function is calling for prayer, muezzin. And it's minaret. The second function is also landmark for caravans. Caravans, they're coming from far away, and they can say, oh, okay, we can see from far away this minaret, and it means without, so enemies are coming or not, because from there, they could see from far away the army. Huh? So, and of course, another, sometimes some people, they saying that even it used to be called as a death tower too, when the people, they were thrown off from there, and there's place for as a punishment, they say. Yeah, but it's also rumors mostly. So, and even Genghis Khan, when he came here to Central Asia, so even he didn't destroy this minaret. Why? Because they say, again, according to the legends, so because Genghis Khan, when he came to the Central Asia, he destroyed all the places, even the cities. For example, Samarkand, the old city of Samarkand, he raised all the city to the ground level, so fully destroyed. Why he was destroying? Because he couldn't appreciate the architecture. He couldn't appreciate how it is difficult to build rather than destroy it, right? Because the Genghis Khan, he had nomad life, so they were living in a yurt camp, in a tent, so they didn't know how difficult to build it. That's why he was just destroying all the places. But except they saying this tower. Why? And then there's a legend. So they're saying when he came to this place, when he invaded the Bukhara, when he came to this place and he looked on top of the tower and his head fall down, so he bowed to bend to get it, and then suddenly he thought, I'm such a powerful king, I never bent it in front of anyone, and this tower made me bow. So then how come I can destroy this minaret? And he didn't destroy it. So according to this legend. And also, there is a story about the legend about the construction of this building. So, Master Bapa, as I told you, the master who built it, Master Bapa, he started the construction by the order of the king, Arslan Khan. He started to build this minaret. When the foundation, because another 10 meters foundation is there, down underground. When the foundation was ready, so suddenly this master disappeared. So everybody was looking for him, but they couldn't find the master. So 1 month they were looking for him, 2 months they were looking for him, nobody could find. And suddenly the war started. So between then some enemies attacked it, the war started. So they forgot about this minaret, and everybody was busy with the war and so on. And after 1 year, so he reappeared, the master. And then they caught him and they brought him to the king. So, and king start asking, what happened? Why you disappeared? Where did you disappear? Because we thought that somebody, killed you and just secretly, buried. So we couldn't find you. What happened? He said, no, I'm still alive. Nobody just, they killed me. So I was disappeared. And he said, why especially disappeared? Because after the completing the foundation, I need the time to settle it down. Settle it down. But if at that time I would tell you that no, I need time to settle it down, you're not architecture, you're not master, so you're the king. So you would never understood me. That's why you could easily kill me, sent to the death because of I'm not obeying to you. And now, after 1 year, so the foundation is ready, is settled down already. So now I can continue to build this construction. So he continued and built this one. And that's why maybe the foundation is very good. So it's very good architecture, the building. That's why maybe almost 900 years it's still preserved until nowadays. Or also another thing, some people saying the construction of this tower. So he used also the camel milk for mixing with the sand. Why? Because fermentation is very high of the camel milk, and it makes more stronger as a cement, even stronger than cement. This is another version about this construction of this building. But only from that period until 1920, this minaret was intact. It was not touched, right? But then only in 1920, remember yesterday we said the Soviet was bombed. So this part. So this one, the minaret also in 1920 after bombing, so it was damaged like this, partly. So this side, yeah. So in general, the overall, so it is original, but some part which you can see here, so it was just damaged a little bit, and then later on, so after this Soviet they just attacked, so they just restored this part. So it is like when you go to the other side behind, so you can see some spots on the wall, on the minaret itself. So that's only they made. Otherwise, so it's general. This is original coming from the 1127. Okay, what? And then what about this mosque? So this mosque which was built in 1514, the time of the Shaybanese Empire period, they call it, because before the Shaybanids there used to be the Amir Timur's Empire period, which was from 1370 until 1510. So Amir Timur, and when Amir Timur Empire collapsed, another dynasty came, Shaybanese dynasty. So they moved capital from Samarkand to Bukhara, and they start developing the infrastructure of Bukhara. So at that time, they built this mosque, and the mosque, they call it also Kalon, big mosque, which used to be the biggest mosque in Bukhara at that period, but the second biggest mosque in Central Asia, because the biggest mosque in Central Asia, it is Bibi Khanum Mosque in Samarkand. And this, if Bibi Khanum Mosque in Samarkand could accommodate up to 10,000 people, so this mosque, Kalon Mosque in Bukhara, can accommodate up to 6,000 people in this place. So, and then until nowadays, it's a functioning mosque. So, but functioning only one corner only. Why? Because it's so huge, so big. Daily, 5 times in a day, we cannot have this amount of people. That's why yesterday mosque, Bola House Mosque, it's also used the daily mosque. So in Uzbekistan, unofficially, not officially, but unofficially, we can divide the mosque into 3 types. So which is daily mosque, which is by size is small, and they are located inside the neighborhood area. For example, that area, all the surrounding areas, this is neighborhood area, residential area. So the small mosque, which is the people, they come daily and pray 5 times a day. So another type of mosque, we call it Friday mosque, Juma mosque. By size, it's going to be bigger than the daily mosque, and one Friday mosque for 2-3 neighborhood area. And the last one, we call it Jome Mosque, the public mosque, or the Jame from Jamaat, they're saying, right? Jame Mosque, which is by the size, the biggest one, and it's located in the central part of the city. So this is a Jame Mosque too, the biggest mosque. But it is unofficially, you know why? Unofficially I'm saying, because during the Soviet Union time, so the religion was not allowed. Right, and all the mosques, they were shut down. Only few mosques they were still operating. Few mosques only. And as that time the religion was not allowed, so the parents, they were not teaching their children also for the Islam, for the practicing of Islam. And they slowly, over 70 years passed. And then when we got independence, right, in 1991, 31st of August, so the old mosques, they opened, but not many people come and pray. That's why they start making, as I told you, daily mosque, because not many people will come to pray daily. So then they will not come 5 times in a day, and they will say, Juma in Islam is holy day. So even we're not praying 5 times in a day, let's go to pray in Juma. Still some people not going to Juma, right? And then they say, twice in a year we have the religious holiday, Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitri. Then even those people who are not going to practice 5 times in a day, they're not going to practice Juma, they say, I'm Alhamdulillah Muslim, but how come twice in a year only, it's a very religious holiday, if I don't go, the people will talk, and I have to go. So they will go. You see, they will going, of course I'm not talking about it, some of time, the people, they will going to pray the Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitr, because everyone is going, not because he's going. That's why they need a bigger size of the mosque, the Jame Mosque. So this is an official division of the mosque itself. So what about this, the madrasa? So in Uzbekistan we have like hundreds of the madrasas, hundreds of madrasas, but out of hundreds of madrasa in Uzbekistan nowadays, we have only 10 functioning madrasa. 10 functioning madrasa, and this madrasa is one of them functioning one. Because when it's of course functioning, as you know, that it's not allowed to go inside, so you cannot allow. But in Samarkand, of course, we're going to see the madrasas. You can enter to the madrasas in Registan Square. So 3 madrasas are there, not functioning. When it's not functioning madrasa, you can easily go enter, because these madrasas, they are converted to the souvenir shops nowadays, to the museums and so on. But this is functioning madrasa. Even this madrasa was functioning even during the Soviet Union time. Even the Soviet Union time. So this is only madrasa which was functioning in whole Soviet Union country, the period. Okay, and the name of the madrasa, they call it Miri Arab Madrasa. Miri Arab Madrasa, what does it mean? If you're going to translate into English, Miri Arab means the madrasa which belongs to the Arab men. Huh? Arab man. And who is Arab man? What's the connection of this local person and then to the Arab person? So starting from the 14th century, in the territory of Central Asia, it was fashion. It was trendy to have ustad from outside of the country. Yeah? Huh? yes, he's also from Ustad, because he's also outside of the country. At that time, it was fashion and trendy because they used to have the ustads mostly from the Saids. You know who is Said, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Said, right?
Sharif.
Yeah.
Saif and Sharif.
Said and Sharif, yes. So, which is the direct descendants of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right?
Yep.
So, and the Bukhara, the king of Bukhara, whose name was Zulkarnain Hasan. So he had his spiritual teacher from outside, the Arab man from Yemen, and his name was Abdullah. Abdullah Yamani, Abdullah from Yemen. He was also the descendant from the Said, we say. And then of course, he was Ustad, he was spiritual teacher of the king. And Ubaidullah Khan, he decided to build a madrasa dedicated to his spiritual teacher, Abdullah Khan. So, of course, he started teaching over here, the madrasas. And later on, when this Abdullah Yamani, the Arab man, when he died, so he was buried here inside of his own madrasa. And later on, when the king, like his student, he died, so he was also buried inside his madrasa. So later on, the people, they start calling this madrasa as a Miri Arab, or the madrasa which belongs to the Arab man. And nowadays, as it is a functioning madrasa, so they're going to accept the students after 16 years old, after 9-year high school, with exams of course, and they're going to study another 4 years in the madrasa, and after they finish madrasa, they can be, they can just direct go to the mosque and work in the mosque, starting from the assistant of Imam, later on became Imam, or they could continue to the Islamic University of Uzbekistan in Tashkent. They could still follow. So mostly in madrasas, what they're teaching, what they studying, they're studying in the Arab language, grammar, alphabet, of course the Quran and the Hadith studying is there inside the madrasa. Okay, so this is the Kalan complex. Kalan complex, which consists of 3 madrasas and landmark of Bukhara. Yes. No, here only local students, students only from Uzbekistan, but different, not only from Bukhara, but different part of Uzbekistan, like from Samarkand, from Tashkent, from Fergana, from Kiev, and from other places. Of course, they're coming to this madrasa because this madrasa is quite famous one in Uzbekistan.
It's open on weekends. I mean, from Monday to
Usually it's open from Monday to Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Today. Yeah.
Because in Uzbekistan, the Saturday is also working day.
Oh.
Because all schools, all
So the
universities.
students are in there.
Yes, students are there. From front side, of course, you can see now the reconstruction, renovation works are going on. Because you see on the left hand side, on the right hand side, the already tiles fell off. So they're going to renovate it. Nowadays, the entrance from the side. And about just now, somebody asked me about the tiles. About the tiles, they are blue and white mostly. Yeah, this kind of tiles. And we have in Uzbekistan like 4 types of decoration of the tiling decoration. So it is mayolika, when the tile consists of one piece. So and with the decoration in Uzbekistan. And white, blue everywhere. So not green color, not other red colors. Only blue color. Mostly blue colors are there because until the 14th century. So if you're going to pay attention to the buildings from till 14th century, like the earliest one, so they are not decorated in style. Why? Because until 14th century, so the masters here, they didn't know how to use the tile decorations or glazing. The glazing. But only from the 14th century, when the Iranian masters they came to this place, so the Amir Timur he brought the masters from Iran. They influenced to the local masters, and they found out how to get the colors and the glazing before. So, and why blue, not the green, right? Not the yellow, not the red one. Because the blue color is the cheapest way to get the color. The cheapest color which we can get naturally from the source. Because the soil of Uzbekistan, it's very rich for minerals. And in the soil of Uzbekistan, we have the chemical element cobalt. You know the cobalt, right?
Yes, yes.
So when you're using this cobalt, it's giving the blue color. So if you put the iron oxide over there, so iron oxide, you can get light blue or dark blue if you're using only cobalt. So and that's why it's the cheapest way. They're getting from the soil, the cheapest way, and that's why they start just decorating all the domes, all the buildings with the blue tiles. Okay. Any questions? No? So in that case, what we're gonna do, now it's already 10 o'clock. So bebas, yes, free time. So because already now, if you're going to go back, the shops they start opening, right? And 11:30, is it enough? Or 12? 12? So 12? Okay, 2 hours. 12, it will be enough for you for shopping. Okay, 12 o'clock. We are going to meet back in the lobby with your baggage, with your luggage.
12 o'clock, eh?
12 o'clock.
Oh, 12
Okay,
o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Back, why is green one of the national?
Okay, that's good question.
Sani mana Sani?
Burung bangau.
Besar.
Correct. Burung bangau. Why burung
Ya Allah, dekat bilik. Sekejap, saya ambil.
Tempat-tempat saya
Okay. Inilah bangunan-bangunan. Ni masjid
So, which one do you want?
Okay.
Please, look like this. Which is better? Or like that? Oh, three.
Okay, kita jumpa lagi selepas ini.
So that's why we take this side only. Yes? Then we have to